26-year-old Belmopan resident Daniel Cal died at the Western Regional Hospital after being in police custody for 4 days. According to reports, he was detained on the evening of September 6 for allegedly being in possession of a stolen motorcycle. He was held inside a cell at the Belmopan Police Station. 4 days later, on Tuesday, September 10th, his family made a horrifying discovery.
When my mother and my sister met my brother, he was already on the ground. His hands, like how my sister said, was all pale. His eyes were already in. The police Sergeant Moody told my mother that my brother's in the cell and my sister and my mother should be the one to go and get him and bathe him. And then after that, they still had the audacity to tell my mother that they should wash the cell block. After everything my brother was in through, none of the police officer wanted to go help them. So everything when my brother, how they pick up him, my mother and my sister was the one who bathed him. And
so they actually went into the cell block?
They actually went into the cell block. My mother and my sister actually went to the cell block. That's when they found my brother lying on the ground, just with boxers, had no clothes, nothing on.
Cal's family tried to see him on several occasions that weekend when they visited the station to take clothing and food for him. They were reportedly told to leave the items and that they would not be allowed to see him. Furthermore, Cal was to be arraigned at the Belmopan Magistrates Court on Monday the 9th of September. His mother was waiting, but police never showed up with him. After the discovery in the cell, Cal was rushed to the Western Regional Hospital.
When we reached at the hospital, that was where my mother, we saw bruises on his cheeks, his 2 legs, his hands, and when the bed had some blood. And then we were wondering which part the blood was coming out. That was when the big stitch on his head was there. We went to Lev, because he would usually have some electrolyte because, you know. So when my sister went, they would just get the stuffs, and they supposedly said they will give my brother. And on Tuesday night, we did found out that he was supposed to go on Monday. My brother was supposed to go on Monday at court. He didn't went.
On Friday, Minister of Home Affairs Kareem Musa told reporters that an investigation has been launched into the matter. He said that a review of surveillance footage reveals that there were no instances of police brutality while Cal was in custody. According to Minister Musa, Cal was suffering from bouts of seizures.
From the information that I'm receiving, it was seizures that he was suffering from. And so he was again taken back to the hospital on Wednesday, and I believe he passed away on Thursday. Because it was a case of not in custody death, but shortly after being in custody, we have asked the NFSS to expedite the postmortem. I have been assured that that will be done on Monday, because that is extremely important for the family to have some resolution as to the cause of death. Because of course the family has their speculation, they're skeptical about what might have happened, and so that is absolutely essential. I have also reached out to the Ministry of Health personnel to contact the doctors at the hospital that treated Mr. Cal when he was taken there on Monday, and then thereafter taken there again on Wednesday, for them to indicate whether Mr. Cal, during his time there at the hospital, had indicated anything to the doctors, because I believe that there's some sort of insinuation that police might have hit him. But from the accounts that the police have provided so far, it seems that the knock on his head was as a result of the seizure he suffered.
Today, a post-mortem was conducted on Cal's body. That examination concluded the cause of death was acute respiratory distress syndrome, or respiratory failure caused by widespread inflammation in the lungs. The examination further reveals that chronic alcoholism also contributed to his death. Cal's family contends that he did not have any history of seizures.
And like I said, we want justice for my brother. My brother died in there. Police killed my brother. My brother had No sickness, none.
So he did not have any medical history of seizures?
No medical, no seizures, no nothing. My brother was healthy, everything. My brother even had a lunch with him from Friday. He was good. He has no bruises, he has nothing. And like they were saying he had seizure. If they knew my brother had that, we were there Monday. My mother and my next sister, me and her were there the whole day waiting for him to go to court, and he didn't went. And why didn't they told us that my brother, was suffering from something, to let the family know.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.